this brief video, I'll demonstrate how to utilize Turnitin in e-learning in an effort to deter academic dishonesty in your courses. Turnitin is an add-on subscription-based module that we have integrated into e-learning. In less than 1 minute, the faculty can configure an assignment to be checked for originality. There are a couple ways of using this module. One is to use Turnitin assignment for originality checking and grading, and the second one is to create two assignments. One where the student submits the paper like they traditionally do in an e-learning or Moodle learning management system, and then you ask the students to upload the paper again to check it for originality. Because the second method is simpler, I'll demonstrate how to do this in e-learning. So basically, you'd have something like this. You have the traditional assignment, and then you have Turnitin originality check assignment. The student would upload the paper twice on each one of those items. Basically, for you as the instructor, the advantage of doing this is that first you'd make use of the module that we are paying for, but secondly, you can deter academic dishonesty in your courses, seeing what portions of the paper are plagiarized or are not original content from the student. And it looks like this when you have configured it. So basically, let's assume this is our paper here. You'll go under the submission inbox, and then you can see a score for each one of the assignments uploaded by the students. I would say that anything beyond 20 to 25%, it might be worth noting. For anything less than 25%, probably it's not worth worrying about. So once you see the scores here, it could be also something like this with a high score. You'd click on it, and then it's going to connect with Turnitin. And it will demonstrate, or it will show what portions of the paper have been copied and that are not original. Here's another example. It opens basically the student's paper, and then you can see what portions of it are not original or are copied, and what source they are from. So, how do we configure this? Well, it's actually fairly easy to configure. All you have to do is you go to your course, you turn editing on in the course, and let's assume this is the traditional paper that we have for the students. We leave everything alone for that traditional paper, like having students upload it and so on. Now what we do here is that we go under Add an Activity or a Resource, and we choose a Turnitin assignment item. Click on it, and we say, with a brief description requiring the students to upload the paper to check it for originality. Then you basically can leave most of those other options alone. It's going to check against journals and periodicals and other resources out there. Then under Grade, since you might not be grading this assignment, it's basically the purpose of this is just for you to see what papers have a high score, and then you can deal with them on a one-by-one basis. My suggestion would be that you choose here under Grade, choose No Grade, because we are not going to use Turnitin to grade the assignments, and then simply click on Save and Return to the course. At this point, this item is ready for the students, so all that the students have to do is simply upload the assignment like they traditionally have done for the 10-page paper, and then they'll have to upload it again on the second option here under the originality check. And by the way, here's how you can move it to the right to indent it a little bit. You click on Edit, move it to the right, move it to the right again, and then they kind of flow together. Again, to check the scores, like we demonstrated earlier, you'd have to click on the actual Turnitin assignment. Usually takes a few minutes for all those papers to be scanned once the students have submitted them, and then you'll click under the submission inbox, and then you'll see the scores right here in this column, very similar to this. If anything has a score higher than 25%, you can check it and deal with the potential problem. So that's it. It's as simple as that, just adding another assignment, and this helps in ensuring academic integrity in your courses. There are a couple of other ways of using Turnitin, but this is the simplest one for you to utilize this module.